heavy. Are you okay?
Last year, Codemasters took on the F1 franchise, putting its signature touch on one of the biggest names in motorsports. F1 2011 serves as the first update in the now annual series, but is it a major overhaul, or just a slight tune-up?
Thanks for giving up your time and welcome to Formula One.
F1 2011's career takes you through this year's official 19-course roster and continues through 5 seasons. Each race is preceded by lengthy practice and qualifying sessions, and you can choose to participate in full races that last over 50 laps or abbreviated versions that go on for 20% of their regular length. Furthermore, you can now also pick ultra-quick 3-lap races. You can earn vehicle upgrades by fulfilling R&D objectives during practice sessions, giving your team data to improve downforce, braking, and the like. The game also encourages you to live the life by answering repetitive interview questions, reading headlines, and checking email, none of which are all that interesting.
Tell me, what are your hopes and aspirations for the current season?
Unfortunately, your career can get a rough start due to some major instances of miscommunication. 2 new boosting devices, KERS and DRS, are new to the 2011 season, but they're introduced with little more than a text box, and there's nothing to indicate which teams have KERS installed in their vehicles. Likewise, unclear menu options can cause you to lose upgrade progress. If you complete an R&D objective, then skip to the qualifying session, your accomplishment will be marked incomplete. To save your objective, you have to retire to the paddock before going to qualify. Choose the wrong menu option repeatedly, and your car will soon fall behind the competition, possibly resulting in having to restart your career. In addition to the career, players can set up custom races in Grand Prix, attempt time trials for each track, or try a time attack mode with 6 specific scenarios to conquer. As an added perk, both of these modes let you download ghosts from the leaderboards, giving you a chance to actively study and compete against their performances. Full replays, however, can't be saved or shared. F1 2011's mainstay of online modes are the same as 2010, now supporting a grid of 16 players. There are 3-lap sprints, pole position events to set fast lap times, endurance races, and Grand Prix events with a 15-minute qualification followed by a 7-lap race. New to F1 2011 is a co-op championship, allowing you to team up with a friend online, working together to complete a full 19-race season. Split screen has also been added, letting you play quick games on the couch, but their visual performance tends to be much choppier. It doesn't always keep players in the loop, but F1 2011 has plenty to do, and while mileage will vary, dedicated drivers can easily get over 100 hours of playtime from the career alone.
You're quick through Sector 1, but you're losing a lot of time in Sector 2.
Success in F1 has to be earned through preparation and placement. While you can skip practice sessions, you'll need to play every second of the 20-minute qualifying rounds to set a time that ensures you have the best starting position on race day. The issue here is that often the posted times don't seem to match the cars on the road, as you can whiz by car after car, yet steadily drop in the ranks. In a field of 24 drivers, however, you aren't immediately expected to even break the top 10, and your team objectives for each race increase in relation to past performances. While there are simple preset difficulties to choose from, the challenge can be highly customized. If you want the authenticity of protecting your car from damage, managing tire wear, and mixing fuel on the road, you can enable those options while still using a racing line or basic assists. Of course, endurance-focused features and pit strategies only come into play in longer events, so if you choose quicker 3-lap races, you'll miss out on those aspects of the F1 experience.
Go now.
As mentioned earlier, both KERS and DRS are introduced in this season's vehicles. While the technology is different, KERS can be likened to a nitro boost, increasing acceleration as you hold the button with a supply that refills at the start of each lap. DRS simply lets you open the car's rear wing, increasing speed by reducing drag, which can cause spinouts if you try to use it during turns. While managing DRS can make a big difference in qualifying laps, its use is heavily restricted during races, so you'll only have brief chances to use it to overtake opponents.
Don't forget that in this session you can activate the rear wing at any time.
If you've made it to a race in good position, getting to the finish line is easier, partly because the AI behave like professional F1 drivers, while you can drive like an inexperienced maniac with no sense of self-preservation. Markers indicate the positions of vehicles around you to make up for the lack of peripheral vision, and you can often squeeze ahead of the pack by braking late and threading your way through. Of course, you'll fall behind if you're not up to snuff, but it's much easier to hold position than play catch-up.
You need to find some speed. The car behind is closing in.
Playing online can make you feel like you're one of the few sane drivers on the road, as real players are unpredictable in every way. However, the game does a great job of encouraging good sportsmanship. If you cause a collision with another player, you'll lose experience, but if you follow with a clean lap, that XP will be returned in good faith. Conversely, if you continue to act like a fool, you'll be disqualified from the race and vanish altogether. There are times when the game makes bad calls and penalizes you for the result of another player's recklessness, but it works out well overall. F1 2011 can look good at times, especially in replays, but it's bland overall, and its attempts at showing off people instead of cars are stiff and unimpressive. The rain effects still look incredible, blinding you with spray from other drivers and showing a line that dries on the track where cars rush by. Performance holds up fairly well in gameplay but gets choppy in the pits, and the Xbox 360 version still has a tendency to randomly freeze at times. The audio is more consistent, letting you hear every detail of your engine, wheels, and even the soft thump as you open and close the rear wing with DRS. Meanwhile, the engineer's voice in your ear provides useful and specific feedback as you race.
Careful, we need clean overtakes or we'll face a penalty.
By nature, F1 2011 is a focused racer that demands driving with patience and perseverance. That being said, there's a lot of flexibility built in to let players approach it however they choose, and this season's updates translate well to changes in gameplay that fans will want to explore.